For all the latest updates, subscribe to News9.
Next week would be an important one for the Indian stock markets. The monthly future settlement is due to happen next Thursday. Much of the momentum in the market over the last few days has come from the deal-making streak of Reliance Industries Limited. During the last 5-day session, the benchmark index Sensex 30 has risen 5%, though year-to-date it has fallen 16%. Investors will be keenly tuned in to the ensuing annual general meeting or AGM of tech major Infosys. The Bengaluru-based company had skipped issuing the usual quarterly and yearly guidance, citing the COVID-19 pandemic. Investors would be keen to ascertain about technology spend, particularly in the America, which accounts for over half of Infosys revenues. Prime Minister Narendra Modi formally launched the PM Garib Kalyan Rozgar Yojana on Saturday. The aim of the scheme is to provide gainful employment to thousands of Shramik or migrant labourers. The scheme aims to provide 25 key projects which would employ these labourers for a period of 125 days. It would be implemented across 116 districts spread over 6 states. A sum of 50,000 crore rupees has been earmarked for the scheme. Lenders to the now defunct mobile telephone company Aircel can only be entitled to receive about 11.3% of the amount outstanding. In all, banks and financial institutions had lent a sum of 58,670 crore rupees. Now only 6,630 crore rupees would be paid out to the lenders as per approval of the resolution plan by the Mumbai bench of the NCLT. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority or MMRDA has reportedly decided to cancel the Mumbai monorail rake contract given to 2 Chinese companies. The contract was for the stretch from Jacob Circle to Chembur via Wadala. MMRDA authorities said that the 2 Chinese firms, China Railroad Corporation and BYD Company, were dictating terms to the authorities, leading to the decision on cancellation. Indian custom officials are keeping a close watch on imports of merchandise imports from Singapore. In fiscal 2019, the imports stood at $16.3 billion. There is a nagging suspicion that much of the merchandise imports are actually Chinese products coming in from various parts of ASEAN through Singapore. The situation has alarmed many Indians, particularly in the backdrop of the China-India face-off in the Galwan Valley. Liquor makers have petitioned Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, asking him to slash the special COVID-19 fee. The imposition of the fee has seen liquor prices rally by over 50%, leading to a decline in sales. The Odisha government has permitted home delivery of liquor, but the COVID-19 fee has spoiled the party for the liquor makers. India's crude oil demand is expected to come back to pre-COVID-19 pandemic levels over the next several months. Demand is expected to be low given the onset of monsoons. India's crude oil imports in May 2020 fell 22.6% year-on-year to 14.61 million tons. It was the biggest fall last witnessed in 2005. Mobile telephone companies in India have cautioned the government over sky-high spectrum charges. This has become important in the context of the rollout of the 5G network in India. The firms have said that a clear, predictable and economically viable policy would facilitate the flow of investment into the sector.